You know, just as I'm about to start the video, Minerva goes and has a very noisy poo in the litter box. You done? Hello and welcome to Spinster's Library. I'm Claudia, and today I want to shout out some smallish booktubers. Here on my channel, I do a wrap-up at the end of every month where I talk about the books that I've read that month. And at the beginning of each of those videos, I shout out 3 small booktubers that I have enjoyed particularly that month. In those shout-outs, I pick booktubers with under 500 subscribers. I do that because I want to promote booktubers that have small channels just like me, and because the majority of the content I watch comes from small booktubers. But today I want to shout out some people that are just above that 500 subscriber limit that I've imposed on myself for the wrap-up shoutouts. So today, here are 10 smallish booktubers with around about between 500 and 1500 subscribers. All of these channels will be linked in the description box, so please go check them out. The first channel I want to shout out is Blatantly Bookish. This is run by Marissa, and she is one of my all-time favourite booktubers. She reads books that I enjoy, and she recommends books that I want to read. I especially enjoy her videos about classics, about Jane Austen and other early 19th century literature. She is wonderfully well spoken, and I could listen to her for hours, and indeed do. The next channel I want to recommend is BetweenLinesAnd Life. This is run by Miriam, who lives in Switzerland and is a student of, I believe, literature and philosophy. Her videos always go really in depth into whatever topics she's talking about. She reads a lot of literary fiction and also a lot of German language fiction, which is why I enjoy her as well. And her videos are always very detailed and rarely under 10 minutes long. So I really like watching her when I have a bit of time, like when I get ready in the morning, for example. She has a very natural, unscripted style and it's just a joy to watch. Next up, we have Bookaxe, which is a duo channel run by a couple, Lucy and Scott. My favourite videos are when they're in them together, like when they do their monthly sort of TBR wrap-up videos, which they call book chats. They both read very different styles. Scott enjoys a lot of non-fiction. Lucy mainly reads fiction, and there's just a really beautiful chemistry that translates really wonderfully in their videos. I also really like Lucy's discussion videos about specific genres and other topics. My next recommendation is Books Like Woe, which is run by Mara, who, apart from having the most beautiful makeup in every single one of her videos, also has a really interesting and broad spectrum of books that she talks about, from romance to classic detective fiction. She does a really extensive series about Agatha Christie, for example. The genres that she reads are these kinds of niches that I don't read myself, but I really want to get into. So I watch her videos mostly for recommendations, and I suggest you check her out if you're interested in some recommendations too. The next shout out goes to Booky Lorra, who has the most wonderfully concise booktube videos I have ever seen. I don't know how she manages to pack an entire review into a 4.5 minute video, but she does it, and she does it well. Her style is very free and very natural, and I don't know how she gets so much into a really short video with minimal editing and I'm guessing minimal scripting, but she's just such a natural at talking to the camera that her videos are always really enjoyable. Next up, I want to recommend Chrissy from Chrissy BooksandBerries. She is a booktuber from the Philippines, and my favourite series of hers that she posts is her Books and Coffee series, where it's like a vlog without words, but it's super artsy. It includes some really beautiful music, overlaying really beautiful images of scenery, of delicious looking food, of beautiful landscape, and of course of books. Then there's Leah from Leah, Hyde and Seek, my favourite Australian booktuber. Her videos for the most part are straight up reviews, and they are reviews done really well. Leah seems to get a lot out of reading a specific book, and whether I've read the book or not, I get so much out of these reviews. You know, she touches on topics that I didn't even think about. She also talks a lot about Australian literature, which is really a collection of books that doesn't make it over to the UK a lot, so that's very interesting to see from the other side of the world. The next channel I want to recommend is a collective called the Literary Gladiators, and that is a tongue twist and a half. This is a group of, I don't even know how many people are involved in the channel, but I believe it's a regular 4 that do book discussions. It's like a televised book club, so they discuss a specific book together, and then they also do individual videos, which are all very interesting to see. My next shout out goes to the tea hags. That's Rebecca and Sarah. They drink red wine out of teacups. Do I need to say more? Yes, I do. They are absolutely hilarious. I love the chemistry between the two of them, and I very much enjoy their snark and sarcasm. The next booktuber I want to recommend is Municorn from the Bookish Land. My favourite of her videos talk about Chinese literature, which is a topic that she's very knowledgeable about and that she really manages to kind of bring to an audience of people who probably haven't heard of most of the books that she talks about. She has a wonderful, lovely style and personality, and an interesting perspective on the books that she reads. Was this 10? I believe this was 10. So here are just some of my small-ish booktubers that I enjoy. I hope you will enjoy them too. Let me know down below if you have any more recommendations for booktubers in about that size range that you want me to check out, because I'm always on the lookout for more people to add to my subscription box. Thank you very much for watching. Bye!